Good morning, my friends. Welcome to another Wednesday morning vlog. I'm thrilled to be with you here today. Today we're going to talk about caring. Here's the simple question I want you to consider. Do you care? Do you care? Last night I struggled sleeping, so I got out of bed. I made my way down to the kitchen, walked around there a little bit, snacked on a few items, sat down in front of a television, and turned on a movie that I had not seen in years called The Fugitive. Be careful when you turn on a movie like that because you may be watching it 2.5 hours later, as I was last night. The Fugitive, there's a scene about halfway through where the fugitive himself, Harrison Ford, finds himself in a sewer, and the marshal, Tommy Lee Jones, has him. Not exactly cornered because it's Harrison Ford that has the gun. And Harrison Ford makes his claim. This is what he says. "I did not kill my wife." To which Tommy Lee Jones replies, "I don't care. I don't care." My friends, in the movie, I think it's a perfect line at the perfect time that right now it's not about whether or not he did it. Tommy Lee Jones had a job to do. It's to bring the fugitive back to jail, back to trial, back to justice. And yet I think those lines, that line, "I don't care," is frequently the line that we hear when we are checking out, when we call customer service, when we are at the coffee shop or the restaurant or the long line or wherever we may find ourselves. And yet I think it's also a line we hear when we're with our family, when we have something close to our heart that we want to tell a friend, a spouse, a child, a parent, and we lay our heart out there, we tell them what's on our minds, and then we hear back either through their words or their eyes lazily glancing around the room, the fact that they respond not to what we shared, but from their own perspective, their own story in a completely different light, that they don't care, that they really don't get it, that they really don't see what we see, that they really don't value what we value. And it's very easy to cross our arms and make our heart cold and choose to stop caring in life. And yet what we can control is how we place our arms, how we keep them uncrossed, how we live our lives, how we respond to adversity, how we go through relationships, how we handle our faith walk, our health life, our finances, our work, our life. Do we choose to care or do we choose not to care? Think about this one again. Do you choose to care? Choose to care deeply, profoundly, profoundly care or not? Last night before watching The Fugitive, I happened to be reading a little book to my daughter Grace. She likes the book Winnie the Pooh. And there's this great little story that I still remember when I was little. Maybe you remember from when you were little. And Winnie the Pooh says, I think it's to Piglet, "Some people care too much." I think it's called love. My friends, life is not easy. Work is not easy. Relationships are a struggle. Saving effectively, it's all hard. It's all hard. And it's very easy to cross our arms to it all. Today, I want you to care too much. I think it's called love. And I think that's what we're called to do in our leadership, in our relationships, and in our life. For this time, and until next time, keep caring, stay on fire, and live inspired.